Hi there YouTube, Mark Verrier here. I'm filming this on my rather new Android tablet to see if it's actually any good. Yeah, today I went out and did some thrifting with the Highlander, and it was good to just be out and about. And what I got was a whole stack of Edge magazines for €1 each, and they were all special editions, like the one concerning the PlayStation 3, the Wii U, you know, all sorts of special editions, and a couple of old Dutch comic books, the Superkuifjes, which were very nostalgic for me, which also only were €1 per magazine, or per magazine. And I got a couple of games that I wanted to just quickly show you, and that's actually a Switch game, and that's Sin Mora X, which is produced by Nordic Games, and this actually was out on the original Xbox, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, also the PC. You can get it on Steam, but it's also out on the Switch. And yeah, this is the third physical Switch game I bought, and it's a very nice system, and it's a very great shoot 'em up. Actually, you can get this on Windows as well. And I advise you to set the spoken language in the game to Hungarian, because that's the original language that it came with. I believe in some cases it will default to English, and I think the Hungarian actually suits the game a lot better. It's actually quite a nice sounding language, actually. So yeah, Sin Mora. I believe this was €30. Wouter, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was €30. This one I got, and this is a shrink wrap. This is actually my seventh physical PlayStation 4 game, and that's Deus Ex. And Wouter, he actually got, well, you know, yeah, I got it at a more expensive, yeah, oh well, Wouter's probably going maybe be doing a pickup video. He got a used one for $9.99, and I got a fresh one for $12.99, I believe, or 13, yeah, $12.99, I believe, yeah. And it's a bit of an older game, but I thought, you know what, it's a stealth game, I'm keen to try that out. And then a PlayStation 2 game I picked up, and this was 28, 30, I'm not sure, about something like this. And this is Haunting Ground, which is a horror game, a horror survival game, and it really looks nice. And it's by Capcom. And I think this is a nice game, but I have yet to play it, but yeah. And then finally, a recommendation by Erwin and by Wouter, and that's actually the PlayStation 3 game, Pain, which is just a totally absurd game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that out. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, doing some filming on the Android tablet. And I'm very curious how the video will turn out, and if it's any good. Yeah, and just upload it to YouTube, I guess. I could come up with some other videos this weekend, permitting my back actually allows for it. I was up and about. I was sitting in Wouter's car, and he drove it around. He took care not to go over too many bumps and stuff. Yeah, it was good. Walking around was good for my back. Yeah, the movement was good. So I think I'm on the mend. I think I'm really improving, and swelling has gone down a bit, and yeah, hopefully I'll be not suffering from it for weeks and weeks and weeks and then, but perhaps I'll heal a bit faster. I really hope so. Anyways, Mark signing off, and I'll do another video soon. Recording another video on the Android tablet. This is a very interesting question asked by Ben, TRexSpaceStation. Do you care what your games are worth? Community question. Yes and no. That is, yes, when I think about the price that I want to pay for certain games, I don't want to pay premium. But if I really like a game and it's new and I really want to play it in the here and now, I might just go full price. But otherwise, I more or less tend to go for the cheaper options. You know, second hand and stuff, or when there's a deal. Do I seek out incredibly rare games and do I pay a premium for those? No, not necessarily. I will not, you know, buy a game like Radiant Silvergun for the going prices. The going rates for rare video games is just crazy. I'll only buy those when they're good and I want to play them at a decent price. So probably there will be a lot of items that just will not ever be in my possession, and it's okay, you know. I think it's a waste of money. I mean, so I do not really care about what my games are worth. I don't see it as an investment necessarily. I don't think about, you know, selling them on, making a bit of money off of them. No, I'm not into the habit of buying, selling, reselling. I used to do that with my computers. I used to buy and sell computers when I was, you know, in my early 20s. I built PCs, 486s, Pentiums, you know, a whole range of systems, and I think I did that for about a decade or so. I would always have two PCs myself, and then I'd have one or two other systems that I was building, and I configured them, I put software on them, and I sold them mostly to students, fellow students, and it allowed me, with the extra money, with the profit I made, it allowed me to actually maintain one or two computer systems that were just high-end systems that allowed me to play a ton of modern games, allowed me to keep up. And which is really funny is that I actually stopped doing that because it was just taking such, I mean, the hardware iterations needed to be able to play games were just such incredibly difficult, and was so it was so expensive that I just broke and got a PlayStation, Gran Turismo, a Ridge Racer Type 4, you know, and I just went console all the way. But I've never sold anything afterwards, you know. I'm not into the retail flipping of things, so you know, the price I pay for stuff, the price I pay is something that I'm willing to pay. I don't care for rare items that much. I mean, I probably have some rare items, but I'm just not something that I mean, playing the games. That's actually most important. At some point I was going for a full Mega Drive collection. Well, that never happened. At some point I was really trying to get a lot of Xbox games. Well, I do have quite a few Xbox games, original Xbox games. I do have a ton of PlayStation 2 games. Even now, I've gotten a new PlayStation 2 game. I think the PlayStation 2 is one of the systems that I have the most games for. Are there incredibly rare items in there? Don't think so. I do have a Neo Geo AES. I love the system, I love the way it looks, but most of the games I got for it cheap. I will not pay the incredibly inflated prices that AES games go for. It's just not something I aspire. I want to spend my money on different things. I'd much rather have more cheap games that are good than one very expensive rare game that is good. And I don't want to buy any games anymore that just aren't good, that I'm just not going to play. So yeah, so that's actually my answer to TRexSpaceStation's community question: do you care what your games are worth? Yeah. It's not an easy answer to give, and a wonderful question to answer. Mark signing off, and if you haven't subscribed to TRexSpaceStation, you really should. He's a fellow medical doctor with a love of video games, and he's just he has a great sense of humor. He's very musical. How do you say that? Musical. He has musical talents. Multi-talented dude. Very much worth checking out. You know what? I'll put a link down below. With his channel, and probably not here, but on the other side over here, there probably will appear a little I, that the letter I, that will point to his original video in which he actually asks this question. So yeah, I would have shown you the special Edge magazines in my pickup. Oh, I think this actually is morphing into a single video. Yeah, I'm probably going to morph it in a single video. Yeah, I am. But yeah, my back and all. So, Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you soon. It needs to turn off.